and this is because of the large tracts of rainforest that provide protection for these animals. The Okapi is the last large animal discovered in Western science in 1901. This is the original painting from Harry Johnston, who was the governor of Uganda, who at first only had a piece of skin that came out of the Congo from a pygmy pouch, and they classified it as a zebra when it got to London. And eventually he got a skin, and from the skin he drew these animals, when it was a remarkably accurate depiction of what an Okapi looks like. The Okapi is a unique ungulate, forest giraffe, but it was taken on by the country to be the symbol of their national parks and their protected areas. So the Okapi, it holds a very special reverence within the people's hearts of the Congo. And this is very important in conservation. We may think an animal is important, we think a megavertebrate is very charismatic, but if the local people don't have a real care for this or a love for this animal, you're not going to make much headway in its conservation. So one fortunate thing about the Okapi that is really revered in its own country. The Upulu is the station. This is our station on the Upulu River in the middle of the Okapi Wildlife Reserve. This is the bridge over the Upulu River. This is what's really the Trans-African Highway. This goes from eastern to western. It's the only route across the country, and unfortunately it bisects through the reserve, and that's one of the problems we have to deal with, is a major road through the reserve. We have an airstrip we built many years ago. It used to be a 5-day trek by vehicle to get to the site, but we can fly in within an hour and a half from Uganda now. The project we started in 1987, and we looked at the project more as a culture and a biological endeavor. This forest contains a tremendous amount of biodiversity, but also contains some wonderful indigenous cultures that, just like Okapi, need intact rainforest to survive. The Mbuti pygmies are the group of pygmies. Pygmies are arranged across western into central Africa, different cultures, different heights away. But these Mbutis are the smallest people on earth. The pygmies in this area, the males are about 4 feet 8 inches tall, the women about 4 feet 3 inches tall. They live a traditional lifestyle, leaf huts, hunting and gathering. These are net hunters. They hunt with nets in the forest. They use their dogs, children and women to drive the animals into the nets, and the men stand behind the nets and they spear the game as it hits the net. As you'll see, the Okapi is much too big of an animal for them to hunt, and they actually have a special reverence for it, feeling it has some of their ancestors, maybe Okapi or chimpanzees, so they have a taboo against hunting them. The Okapi shares this forest in the Mbuti. This is a mysterious animal. It has great senses, and it's rarely ever seen in its homeland. The Okapi has tremendous ears and a great